Let's go guys, game pertama Cambodia versus Dominican
Same as
Republic.
Two Sin 2. Let's see how this is gonna play out. Dominican Republic against Cambodia. This game 1. Cambodia on the blue side and then Dominican Republic on red side. Parallel jungling. YSS starting on the orange buff. Jing actually losing out the trade against Diamond.
Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about this. This is going to be Chou Gold and taking a lot here. It looks like is able to go back. Diamond playing the goal lane quite well here, even freezing towards his own turret.
Yeah, he gets to basically farm up. The advantage Zing has is fast play with the concussive blast, but had to trade his health bar for that. Get the root on the Jun, but can't really do too much. Kimmy doesn't have the passive fully stacked up, so Shadow gets the full clear. Will hit level 4, not a problem. Boxing season, but there's no one to come in for interference. It will bring in Zing, but with Ricky around, I don't think Cambodia can make a move.
Yeah, Cambodia right now, it looks like they are trying to find any angles for them to go in. But the Dominican Republic, they're positioning in itself that they're inside the jungle. So if you do want to go in, you got to take that extra damage penalty when you're inside the opponent's jungle in below 2 minutes. But that protection is going to be gone in 20 seconds. So Cambodia is probably looking at this turtle fight. If I was Dominican Republic, I would try to bait out as much ability as possible and then just kill whoever overextends. Whoever is in the front, stick him down.
I mean, the movement from Dominican Republic has been great so far. They use the Mountain Shocker and forces the jetpack
Turtle pertama
off.
guys ya.
Turtle boat is available. They're gonna jump instantly onto Cambodia, forcing the flicker out of Boxy. Black Dragon form gets used, and Wadu has the Petrify to work with instantly. Just takes the first blood. Jun goes down. As the Turtle gets secured by Shadow, Wadu continues with the help of Bobby and finds 2 on Dominican Republic. Instinct now in a horrible spot will be forced to flicker out.
Yeah, this is already showing the aggression coming in from Cambodia, where they understand that getting kills will provide a lot of pressure, especially when you're able to kill the jungler. Speaking of which, Diamond gets a kill onto Zing. Zing starting off quite aggressive, but it looks like the Dominican Republic, they're more than ready to match any kind of crazy cuts coming in from the Chou.
Yep. Cambodia probably limit testing a little bit to see how much they can get away with, but mad credits to the Dominican Republic. Sure, they lost the turtle fight, but they got the objective. They killed out Xing, who was trying to proxy the wave, so they didn't end up losing much. No, Wadu is going to continue to prove to be a problem. No flicker means that you can suck back. The Purify does help Jun get away. They're going to try to lift the Khalid back. Boxy not even get out. This great turtle ball from Shadow to secure that.
Yeah, the Dominican Republic, they're fighting back, and and hitting those skill shots is absolutely amazing. But look at this, Opie as well as Detective. They really want to pressure this. Shadow does not have the retribution. Able to secure it. Good backup coming in from Jun, making sure that there's no real way for Cambodia to go in.
This is looking good. Again, the only thing that worries both of us is that the fact that both Jun and Diamond are running the Purify, but so far, so good. They're not really falling behind. Jing, they're trying to look for that full all-in on the Diamond. Shadow is here though. Diamond needs the Purify to get away. Jing still finds the kill. Can Shadow get a trade? Because his team is coming in. They lay down the carpet. Shadow finds it. Boxy will disengage.
And it looks like this is going to be a problem because Zing, even if the kick doesn't go through, the damage still goes through, right? Yes. So that's the biggest problem with using a Purify against a Chou, because nowadays, Chou, especially when they have the momentum, they would rather just go full damage.
Yeah, a Chou damage, it works, it's less effective against the damage Chou. Against a tank, sure, not a problem there. Second turtle up and Detective on the case.
Looking at the Black Dragon form already executed, we gotta look at Shadow. Wadu is just gonna zone him away. Detective gets it. Instinct tries to stop it, but Instinct taking a lot of damage. Boxy may have dived a little bit too deep, but there you go, Detective kills Instinct, but Diamond is there, gets a kill, but Detective gets the double onto Jun. Detective tries to run away, and Diamond now gets 20 stacks of the Sky Piercer.
Is that a first time Sky Piercer for Diamond? Because it's less than 5 minutes in, surely. He has it, but he's gonna end up losing it as Jing takes him out and makes it out alive.
I'm pretty sure I saw this Sky Piercer was built. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure
it's a first item Sky Piercer.
Yeah, it's a first item Sky Piercer, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there you go.
Fury Hammer in the Sky Piercer. Would have been nice if he didn't lose the stacks, but still. Did catch Cambodia off guard. Boxy, he's hungry for Shadow. Is the outplay possible? Not really needed for an outplay with Boxy is diving underneath the turret, and Wadu now in a very sticky situation. Bring back Shadow, double kill for the YSS.
Husky, look at this. The Dominican Republic, they're using the aggression of Cambodia against them if you want to fight. This is a draft that can fight at any moment. And now Oppie has to use the flicker to run away, even the traction pulse defensively. And look at Diamond. Diamond tries to fight against Detective, but this is why you need that flicker. So looks like the stacks will be cut in half. Detective having an amazing time on this Lancelot. The kill score is equal now, 7-7. And Boxy, first item is going to be that Blade of Heptases. A lot of burst damage coming in from Cambodia.
Yeah, so far so good, honestly. I mean, Cambodia still have to go lead, of course, but the Dominican Republic aren't too far behind. Ricky very prepared to help out June if needed to get the lift back. Shadow comes in with the boat. Boxy engages with the Raging Sandstorm.
Yep. So right now, Cambodia still has the goal lead, but Dominican Republic, with the help of the Jushin, as well as the Eastern Shin and honestly the Granger, they have a draft. Whenever they see an opportunity, if they target the same person, they have a very good opportunity of actually getting those kills. They just got to be careful of Zing here.
Good traces from Shadow to avoid the traction post too. Jing gets away. Here comes the Black Dragon. Wadu hops on the Diamond. Diamond quite out of position, so gets finished off by Detective. And Detective is now in the back line. Is keeping Oppie and Wadu away. They find a kick on Jing, but a good law in order stun from Ricky saves Shadow. And Zing will be sniped. Shadow is unstoppable. Into the turtle boat he goes. Detective trying to run away with the puncture dash. Dominican Republic keeps that distance. Final law and order stun again from Ricky. They are just on the ball with how they juggle these fights.
Can I just say, I'm very impressed with the mid trio of the Dominican Republic because they're really moving as a unit, and the positioning of June as well as Ricky is impeccable. They're making sure there's a lot of room for Shadow to perform.
I mean, Ricky has been doing a fantastic job in just keeping his backline safe. And the one thing that's keeping Cambodia ahead is the map, right? They've got you know, the bottom tier 1. They've gotten 2 out of 3 turtles. But all things considered, you also have to credit Diamond's awareness with how he's checking the bushes to see if Jing is just hiding in there ready for a one-hit combo. So this 2.5k goal lead definitely does favor Cambodia, but in the grand scheme of things, the Dominican Republic isn't too far behind.
I can confirm that this is going to be a damaged Chou, already having the War Axe. It looks like going for the endless battle. Ricky finds Detective. Detective goes on to Jun. Jun is immune, and Detective gets caught. Doesn't get hit by the turbo, but Instinct jumps in. But look at Boxy diving onto 2. Diamond gets taken down by Wadu, and Shadow gets chased by Zing. Shut down. Zing gets the kill there, and OP goes on to Ricky. And only June is the one alive from the Dominican Republic. Cambodia executing an amazing fight.
The first true team fight win for Cambodia, and that's going to extend the goal lead to more than 5,000. But honestly, the only difference maker was how Cambodia took that team fight. They just did it slightly better and cleaner in terms of target selection. Because Dominican Republic were going even up until their cores got isolated. Shadow was separated from his team. Instinct was trying to zone the backline away, but Detective was already in the backline. Jing was coming in from a flank. It was very hard to pay attention to the members of Cambodia if you tunnel vision.
I feel like Cambodia has some experience of ranked games here in Malaysia because we're seeing a 5 damage lineup here.
Lord yang
because
pertama,
Boxy
guys.
not only does have the Blade of Heptases, but now even having the Malefic Roar. So, all in, we can die if they die first.
Yes. They can never
Bang
be too
Zing
much
sendirian
damage.
aja udah bikin ketar-ketir tuh.
Should be able to get this Lord unless Shadow makes a miraculous steal, but they are already late to the party. And with Wadu in the bush, it is an impossible situation. Instinct will learn that firsthand. So Lord number 1 for Cambodia.
Yep. The only problem here is that Diamond is having a rough time. The lane phase is good. He was able to trade quite well with Zing. The only problem is, this is why we were hesitant with the Granger pick, especially with the Purify. There's too many dives. There's too many problems. And with just one Rondo, it really isn't enough. It really is not enough.
If you get hit by the traction pulse, that already is a problem. So, let's see. I mean, Cambodia, they're going to try and sync up the waves. There's a bigger wave in the bottom lane, and Detective has essentially arranged the crash. Mid-tier 2 will go down. And Cambodia looking to see how much damage they can do with this siege.
Yeah, the most amount of damage is coming in from Wadu. Almost 40,000 damage dealt in the first 10 minutes.
Sing,
Look at this. Detective is
Bro,
just
masih
styling,
sing
trying to
anjir,
get a kill on
gelo.
Shadow traces his way. going to survive. The Lord is already crashing in. Wadu with the Black Dragon form zones them away, able to get the inhibitor. And now it looks like Cambodia, they still want to fight. The turtle bolt hits onto Api. And now Dominican Republic still protecting their base well.
Very patient from Cambodia. They're not expanding too much, just enough to deal structural damage. As Detective is in for freestyle, stunned by the Law and Order, but goes into the Dawn Rolls and Phantom Executions out of the way. A successful dance in the base of the Dominican Republic.
7 out of 10 times, Lancelot dies there. Because you know, like, everyone has tried. And out of all the experiences, I'm pretty sure most of the time they die. But then when you survive, they're like,
They look good.
Calculated.
I mean, it was a good attempt, but unfortunately, they only have one hard crowd control. And that's not enough to stop a
Instinct.
An attraction pulse, this one doesn't pull anyone back. Another Black Dragon form, the Red Carpet is thrown out very early on, and Diamond forced to instantly retreat. The Death Sonata doing the work, and Wadu not able to see if they can take this mid inhibitor. Turtle Boat will crash, and the wave gets cleared out. Cambodia forced to back off.
Dominican Republic, they're taking this very smart because they understand if they go in for a fight, you're playing into Cambodia's win condition. They got to make sure that Jun and Diamond is safe, right? So make sure that everyone dives in. The fact that Cambodia, they're basically building full damage makes it so that there's a very big possibility the Dominican Republic can actually come back. And look at this, they're already starting off the Bush of Death, or in Southeast Asia, you know, the Kumar Bush.
The Kumar Bush.
Right, whoever goes through might get taken down.
Aman aja gitu ya.
They're gonna try and look for a target. What a gang on Api. That's what you want. But Diamond, he's under threat by Detective. The fight splits into half. Boxy comes in with a dunk on the 2. Diamond gets solo killed by Detective. As the Black Dragon comes in, Jun will be the target for Wadu. Instinct trying to peel him away. As Shadow safely returns to the base, Jun also backs off. Instinct disengages. 1-4-1.
This is the problem. Without Shadow, they clearly don't have enough damage, especially going up against Wadu, because no matter how much they deal, he'll just heal everything back. And Detective, he just goes in. No one is stopping Detective on this Lancelot.
So hard to catch him. He's too mobile, too dexterous. As long as there's no Law and Order from Ricky, or he's not in range of the Law and Order, it really doesn't matter. Second Lord should go into the hands of Cambodia without any contest. Now Dominican Republic have to start worrying, because this Lord could either end the game or at least take away all of the inhibitors.
Detective having that Blade of Despair kind of feels like Diamond will not be able to contribute much here. Oh, but look at that. You're able to get onto Api. Zing not able to get anyone, but Boxy hits onto 2. Api gets taken down by Shadow, but Wadu coming in with the Black Dragon form is on top of Jun. Jun's gonna get taken down by Detective. Diamond is all alone. Using the wind of nature is not gonna save him, man. Wadu still gets the kill. And all the while, Shadow chases Zing back.
Shadow needs to recall right now, but with the Lord crashing in and only him and Instinct, I don't think there's enough to defend this. The Petrify from Wadu as a insurance policy. Cambodia under 14 minutes.
Langsung aja guys ya.
Cambodia showed their aggression. And honestly,